The first thing that you should be doing in the morning, in the rising, when you wake up with a brand new day, a brand new canvas, is hearing your own breath, the rhythm of your own breath, getting in tune with it, getting present with it, getting grounded with it, feeling it through your body, allowing it to soothe your nervous system, soothe your body, ground your body, ground your emotional system, clear and calm your mind. You are grounding yourself in your own energy, in your own presence. Therefore, nothing outside of you could ruin that presence and that groundedness within yourself. First thing when you rise in the morning, in the rising, is you should set a routine. Create a routine, a system that pours into you first, that pours into your cup first, that encourages you through the day, that sets an intention that your mind, your energy, your body is going to follow and commit to. That nothing outside of you, the unpredictable actions of other people, the unpredictable decisions and the situations that happen outside of your control, none of that can interfere with the intention that you've committed to already. That's why it is so important to set an intention for your day, because your energy follows that, your emotional system follows that, your mental follows that, the beliefs, the decisions, the thoughts, all of that aligns with that intention that you set for your day. Not what somebody else believes, not what someone else says, not what someone else's decision is, not what someone else's intention is, but yours. Because you're living your life, not theirs. It's not up to you to set an intention for their day. It's not up to them to set an intention for your day. It's your day. It's their day. It's everyone's day. It's everyone else's life. That's why you have to create a system and a routine that prioritizes you. Because when you prioritize yourself, you're able to step out into the world and your own kind of world, in your own world, in your own bubble, in your own energy that no one else can pop, that no one else can enter unless you allow them to, unless they align with your intention for your day. It's literally having control for the rest of the day. Because you have control over yourself. And when you have control over yourself, you have control over everything. You're in control of how you feel, of your own energy, of your own responses, of your own decisions, of your own actions, of how you show up in this area or that area, or how much money you're going to make, or how this income is going to open up in your life, or whatever you're working on. That is your decision, not anyone else's. Regardless of their beliefs, regardless of what they limit themselves to do, whatever they think they're capable or incapable to do. Literally, you have to realize your entire life revolves around you. It revolves around what you believe in, what you invest in, what you consume, what you believe, what you implement into your body, into your life, how you constantly feel emotionally, energetically from what you're investing in your life. If it's not an investment in your life and it doesn't add to your energy or your time, it's going to drain you. That is why waking up, arising, and immediately going to social media to watch other people's lives makes your life miserable. It dysregulates your body because you're trying to connect with someone else's life and someone else's rhythm. When you haven't even created your own, when you haven't even set your own, when you haven't even set your own intention of how you want your day to go, of how you want the flow of your day, the rhythm of your day to go, regardless of how someone else is living their life. Because if you're trying to dump yourself into an area of your life that you're not even yet in, because you haven't even created the one that you're in right now, it's just going to cause confusion in your energy, confusion in your day. You're not going to know what you want to do, where you want to go, what do you want, what do you want from other people, what will you accept, what you don't accept, what you deeply desire. You wouldn't know those things. You wouldn't even know yourself, because you're off the wake up, subconsciously trying to get in tune with someone else's life and someone else's body and someone else's energy and someone else's beliefs. in someone else's journey that isn't yours, when you could be setting your intention for the day, following that. It's you telling your energy where to go. It's you telling your mind where you want it to go, where you want it to be. It's you telling your body, I have everything in control. I have everything prepared for you. I have everything provided for you. I have everything in alignment for you. You do not have to worry about anything. That is why a lot of people go through their day rushing and thinking they have to hurry up and do this and hurry up and do that and hurry up and get ready or hurry up and do something so that something could change. But that's not how things go. When you rush, you are quite literally missing out on the actual opportunity to do something, because you're trying to rush from one moment to the next without even being present. So not only does that cause dysregulation in your body, but it causes confusion in your mind, because you don't actually know what you want. You just want to move around. And that's not enough to actually make change in your life. That's not enough to actually set an energy that you're going to follow through the day. Because if you're trying to just rush and you don't have a destination, you don't have a point, you don't have a reason, you don't have a why, you don't have a why you're going to do this, what is this actually going to do for your life? How is this affecting your energy? How is this pouring into your energy? How is this guiding your energy? How is this shaping your life? You will end up being lost and running into a dead end, because you're constantly trying to catch up with other people's lives. You're trying to catch up with what someone else is doing. Oh, they're doing that on social media, that means I have to do it. You don't know that, because you don't even know what you want. And if you don't know what you want, you're going to try to do what everyone else is doing. You're going to try to do and follow all the trends and all the things and all the activities people are doing, when they're in completely different areas of their lives, because of the different experiences, because of their intention, because of their goals, because of their desires, right? Because of their dreams, because of what they want, what they know they want, what they know they want to get, what they know they want to receive, what they know they want to create, what they know, how they want their energy to be through the day. And they're just broadcasting that. So that's literally what you see on social media. So if you're not creating that for yourself already, you're going to try to chase it through other outside sources, instead of realizing you are the source of the exact life that you want to live. You have all the tools, you have all the resources, you have all the decisions, the beliefs. You have your mind, which is such a powerful tool. One belief can change your entire life. And if you're believing that you have to always get inspiration from social media and from other people's lives, you're not even gonna know what exactly are you looking for, because you're just trying to follow what everyone else is doing, what everyone else is broadcasting, instead of broadcasting your own show, broadcasting your own day, broadcasting your own life. You can quite literally get inspiration from yourself when you know yourself. When you know yourself, when you know what you want, when you know what you want to do. Trying to always get inspiration from someone else's life isn't going to work out for you, because someone is not always broadcasting their life. Someone is not always showing their entire life on social media, or showing what they're creating, or showing what they're deciding, or showing what they're creating in their life. So you're just going to end up getting lost in someone else's journey and someone else's energy and someone else's life, when you could be focusing on your own. And that's where you get constant inspiration. And even when you don't have the motivation to do something, you still do it, because you realize even following your energy, it doesn't always mean, oh, I'm happy, I'm joyful, I'm motivated, I want to do this, I'm empowered to do this. Sometimes it's just I want to rest. Sometimes it's just I don't want to do this for this day, I want to work on something else. It could be just this chain reaction of you following your energy. Therefore, everything is going the exact way that you want it to go. Not what someone else is doing. Not, oh, I have to align with what they're doing now because they're doing that. But if it's not for you, it's not going to work out. So not only are you going to be wasting your time, but you're going to be trying to align yourself with something that is not even on your track, that doesn't even serve you to where you're trying to go, to where you want to go. And if you don't tell yourself every day, and you're not clear on exactly what it is that you want, you're going to start to get the things that you don't want. Then you're just going to be carrying things that aren't even supposed to be there. You're going to try to figure out, where do I put this? I don't know what to do with this. How am I supposed to go about my day with this baggage? So you're just going to be carrying baggage, and you're going to be distracting yourself from actually receiving the thing that is going to help you continue your life in the way that you want to. So if you're constantly trying to carry what someone else is doing, follow what someone else is doing with their life to get inspiration to feel good throughout your day, you need some outside source to make you happy or to change your energy, you need to start to learn how to go off of your own energy. And that is how you always have peace, you always have structure, you always have alignment, even when things seem chaotic on the outside, even when there are crazy things happening on the outside in the world with someone else's life, with someone else's energy, something that's unpredictable that you cannot control. You still have control because you have control over yourself. You have control over where you are going, where you want to go, what you want to do. No one else is controlling your actions, your reactions, your behavior, your attitude, your energy, your beliefs. There are probably past experiences that happened that shaped beliefs, but no one is telling you to still believe in that. No one is still telling you to follow that. No one is still telling you to follow a rule that was made 10 years ago. No one is telling you to do that. You are deciding to. And I feel like that's where a lot of people get things messed up. They think that someone else is keeping them in this hostage or this cage to believe in something or to do something or to feel a certain way, when you are the one who is making that decision to believe in it, whether you know it or not. That is why it's so important, once you start to get clear on where you want to go and your energy and who you are, all of those beliefs will surface and you'll be able to let them go and create your own rules, create your own boundaries, create your own rules in your own life, because no one else can tell you your rules in your life. If your rules and your boundaries and your decisions does not align with what someone else wants, okay, that's not your problem. It's not yours to shape and shapeshift whatever your beliefs are for someone else to be pleased, or for someone else to be happy, or for someone else to feel comfortable or safe or seen or validated. That's their business. That's their life. That is their responsibility. And if you're trying to carry everyone else's responsibility and make everyone feel happy and make everyone feel like they're heard and, oh, they're allowed in your life now, you're just going to feel so drained all the time because you're trying to catch up with other people's emotions that are temporary, emotions that literally are gone as soon as they come. You have to create things that are permanent, that continue to grow, that continue to expand, that continues to serve you long term. Because if you're constantly investing in things that are temporary and that aren't doing anything in your life, and it just causes short-term fulfillment or pleasure or satisfaction, that's all you're going to get in your life. In relationships, in friendships, in decisions, in opportunities, in boundaries and rules, in what you create, you're going to be wasting your time throwing yourself around trying to find something that only works for this short amount of time, and then you let it go. Building a structure that invests in you long term, that you can repeat again and again and again. It's a product that you get to repeat again and again and again. And it gives you this energy, this fulfillment, this feeling again and again. And then it sticks, it's permanent in your body, in your nervous system, and emotionally in your brain. And now it signals to your brain, oh, we have this system that we can go to that is going to invest in us, and that's going to fulfill us, that's going to make us feel good, that's going to nourish us, that's going to give us this control and this comfort and this safetyness and this regulation, that I am here with myself and I am in control and I am living by my own rules, regardless of how anybody else's life is going. Because how anybody else's life is going does not interfere with your systems and your structure. That's, you have to have a structure and a system that goes by you, and that something outside cannot disrupt. That's why having a routine when you first awake is so important, especially as a woman, because as a woman, you need something that invests in your life force, that invests in your divine feminine, that invests in your energy, that invests in you, and that sees you as worthy, as valuable, as a valuable investment again and again and again. And when you continue to show yourself this, you are able to show up as that person who is energized from the systems that you created, not from what anybody else created or what anybody else believes. Knowing yourself and believing in yourself allow you to believe in beliefs that sees you as worthy, that sees you as this valuable foundation, that you're able to create this whole life that serves you, that is made to serve you, that is made to give you the best life you know you deserve, that no one else can interfere. And if anything or anyone doesn't align with that, they don't get to have access to you. They don't get to enter that world. They don't get to enter your life. They don't get to connect with your energy or you, because if it doesn't align with serving you and nourishing you and adding to what you already have and adding to the value that you already have, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, and it's a distraction. So you have to know the difference between investing in things that are long-term and investing in things that are temporary. Because things that are temporary may glitter and gleam and look so amazing, look so perfect in the right time, in the moment. But if you don't go deeper into what you want, you will see that thing as for you. There are some things that are opportunities that are so amazing, and it's like this amount of money for this little thing, but it doesn't align with your dream and your dream business and what your vision is for your business. You will say no to it, because if you say yes to it, that's not only wasting your time, but it's agreeing to a maybe. It's agreeing to something that's not a 100% yes. And when you allow yourself to create a vision that is permanent, and that you know that you are able to invest in again and again and again with every aspect of your life, it becomes easier to bring it to life, to activate this energy within yourself and within your life, to where those things that were a distraction and that were a waste of time and that were disrespectful to you or mistreated you or played in your energy, it doesn't even come into your life. You see it and you say, no, thank you. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. You have to be so uninterested in things that waste your time and waste your energy and distracts you, because you should have something that is so valuable to you that you're continuously pouring into, that you know that you wouldn't want to waste your time on things, because you know it would take away from that. It will be disrespecting yourself. It will be disrespecting the exact progress that you've made in that thing, in that valuable thing that you've created. And it could be yourself. So having a rising routine, a night routine, a routine that continuously takes you in the direction that you say that you want to go, not from what someone else is saying that they want you to go. It's like if you have this dream and this desire, but someone else is saying, oh, but you should do this, and they keep telling you that. It seems so amazing, but it's not what you want to do. So if you're constantly listening to what someone else wants and what someone else wants you to do, you're gonna end up being confused, because they're giving you advice based off of their perspective, based off of their beliefs, based off of what they see as possible or unlimited or limited or whatever it is. They're giving you advice based off of what they want, not what you want. So if you keep investing yourself in those distractions, which is a test to see if you actually want what you want and not what someone else wants. If you keep investing in distractions, you will end up losing exactly why the reason you decided to say no, or why you say yes to things. And when you say no to things, it's not you missing out on something. It's not you missing out on something that was for you. Because if it was for you, you would say yes. If it was for you, it would be 100% yes. If it was for you, you would know how much it would spark this excitement inside your body and say, yes, this is in alignment 100%. Yes, I am interested and I am investing. If it's not for you, you will say no. And when you say no to something that is not 100% what you want, you say yes to your vision. You're a step closer to that desire, to that vision, to what you said you want. You're not settling. You're not wasting your time. You're not, oh, but let me see. No, you know 100%. And when you're clear, you don't negotiate. You don't negotiate on the thing that you said that you want. You don't negotiate having a relationship that's healthy. You have it. And if it's not healthy and it's toxic and it's a waste of time and it drains you and it's disrespect, you will say no to that because it doesn't align with you, the being in healthy, high vibrational relationships that is full of life, that is full of love, that is full of respect, that is full of integrity, that's full of protection and providing and all of these high standards. So if a relationship comes and it's not 100% that you want, and you say, but let me just try it out, or I'm not sure, but I'll continue, you're settling. You're lowering your standards to a present moment, to a opportunity that doesn't align with your vision and what you say you deserve. And that goes for every aspect of your life. It goes for opportunities, it goes for friendships, it goes with decisions, it goes with actions, it goes with integrity. Like if you're doing something and you know it's not 100% something that you're supposed to be doing, and your body is signaling to you, we don't want to do this, this doesn't feel safe, this doesn't feel right, this is not 100% us being our authentic, honest self, and you continue to do it, that is making a low standard decision, and that's disrespecting your energy, that's wasting your time. So then you're going to end up in a situation, an experience that could have been avoided, that could have been completely not even happening because you made a decision that I'm going to act out of integrity and honesty and authenticity in myself. Therefore, I'm not going to do that. That goes for everything in your life. You cannot allow every outside source or every outside illusion or someone else's life to control how you move or how you go about your day, how you go about your own energy. It's like if you want to do something but you're like, I haven't seen anyone do it, I haven't seen anyone else do it. Why wait for someone else to do the exact thing that you said you want to do, that no one knows that you want to do, by the way, that you know what you want to do? Why would you wait for someone else to do it to get the permission to do it? You have the permission. You have to just give it to yourself. And when you give it to yourself, that's the activation right there. That's the possibility right there. That's you removing a limiting belief that you have to see someone else do it before you can do it. Because what if you do it and that activates something in someone else and they're like, oh, wait, I've wanted to do this. Wow, someone else did it. I'm going to do something that aligns with this because I said that I wanted to do this and I'm seeing someone else do this. Now this activates their life. That activates inspiration in their life. And then they do something that they've dreamed of for a long time. You have to realize you are happening to life. And when you stop yourself and you get in your own way of doing something that happens to life, you are stepping in the way of your own life and other people. And something that could happen in the future, a community, a business. You could quite literally have something in your hands tangible just because you gave yourself permission to. Just because you gave yourself permission to energetically. And when you do that energetically, it has to reflect in the 3D. It has to reflect on the outside back to you in any form. That's because you've given yourself permission in your own world, in your own energy, that it is possible for you, that you're allowed to do this. It's your rules. It's your life. You're allowed to do something if you want to. And if it doesn't align with someone else, then you're just not a match for it. You're just not a match for them. You can't try to match and please everyone with your life, because that's not why you're here. If you were here to please everyone, to give everyone a life that they want, you wouldn't be you. You wouldn't even be here. You have to allow other people to deal with their own problems and deal with their own situations, because a lot of times people are just trying to project onto you how they are feeling on the inside, the lack that they are feeling on the inside, the dysregulation that they're feeling on the inside, the anger that they're feeling on the inside, the anger from a past experience or trauma or belief or how they see themselves. Literally all the time, people will try to project onto you exactly how they feel. People are reflecting to you exactly who they are, their characteristics, their energy, their behavior, their beliefs, who they are. So when you make a decision to give yourself permission to do something, it will reflect, because that's who you are choosing to be. It can reflect in the person, in an opportunity, in something that shows up in your life. We are constantly radiating and broadcasting who we are. So if you allow who someone else is being to tell you who you are, you don't know yourself. If you're allowing someone else's behavior to tell you what you deserve or your worth or how you're supposed to be treated, you don't know who you are, and you don't know what you want. You don't know your own energy. You don't know your own value and your own worth, because you're depending it on how someone else is treating you, which is just a reflection of how they feel on the inside, of their own energy, of who they are, of their characteristics, of their behavior. They're literally telling you who they are with how they treat you, with how they show up to you, with what they give you, with what they say to you, with their beliefs around you, with who they are constantly saying, what they are constantly saying about you or saying to you or having a conversation about. People are always telling you who they are. So if you are allowing someone to constantly disrespect you and you're letting them in your life, you're saying, I am allowed to be disrespected. I connect with this person. I'm a match for this person. No. And if you don't want that, you can literally simply decide, anytime I'm disrespected, I distance myself from this person. I remove this person out of my life. I'm not a match for disrespect. And that's in people, that's in situations, that's in opportunity, that's in energy, that's in beliefs, that's in thoughts, that's in all these different forms of it. When you cut out that one thing, it cuts it out in every aspect of your life. So if you're keeping something in one aspect of your life, you cannot expect it to not affect every single aspect of your life, including your mental health, your physical health, your energetic health, your spiritual health. How you see yourself, your own reflection, your own self-concept. You can't keep keeping people around you who are disrespectful or speak disrespectful about other people or about themselves, and don't think that that's going to affect you. It's going to affect you, because that is what you are accepting. You are saying you are available for disrespect. You are available for people to talk like that about you, or talk like that about themselves, or talk like that about other people. It's implementing that into your subconscious, into your brain, and it's literally telling your brain, oh, this is normal. Yeah, this is who we are. You have to get straight and clear on what you want and what you want to follow, what you want to have in your life. Because if you're not, you're going to allow every single thing to tell you that for you. And you're not going to like it. You're not going to like when people are telling you, oh, you're allowed to be disrespected. You're allowed to be confused. You're allowed to be treated bad in a relationship. Oh, you can't do that because you have this block or this limit in your life. So, and because you're scared, you can't do that. If you're having other people's beliefs like that doesn't match with your vision, what you want, you're going to be confused. You're going to end up carrying so many things that isn't even yours to carry. And you're going to be wondering, why don't I have what I want, right? Why am I not allowing myself to be this person? You have to cut out exactly what you will not accept from yourself. Because if you want to accept it from yourself, if you want to accept it from someone else, if you want to accept it from yourself, if you want to do it to someone else, if you wouldn't want someone else to do it to you, cut it out. Cut it out. You're complaining about a relationship that you're in, and they're treating you bad, and they're disrespecting you, and they're not valuing you, and they're not investing in you, but you're staying. You're saying you're available for it. You're saying that's what you accept. That's the best that you can get. That's the bare minimum. That's what you are only allowed to get. So you're limiting yourself from actually getting permission from being in high standard, healthy relationships. You have to catch yourself in what you are allowing in your life and what you're believing in. If you don't give yourself the permission to change it and to give yourself the results that you deserve, you will end up stuck in it until you get yourself out of it. No one else is going to get you out of it but yourself. No one else is going to tell you that it is wrong but yourself, because not everyone has the same beliefs. Someone may think that it's normal. Someone may think, oh, that's the best relationship, girl. Like, you are winning. And they're lying. But they're not, because that's their beliefs. So you have to create your own beliefs, because you could think, oh, I 100% deserve healthy relationships, healthy men, and that invest in me, in my mind, in my body, in my spirit, in my energy, in me fully, and I won't be in toxic relationships. And someone could say, I don't think so. There's not a lot of men who are like that. There's only toxic men. Are you going to believe in that? Are you going to receive that advice that they believe in, that they're only able to see? No, it's not a match. So you let it go. You can't allow everything outside to control you, because having that control and that decision and that rule in yourself already allows you to walk around with confidence, because you know what you want. You know what's yours. You know what you deserve. Even if other people don't believe in it, even if people don't agree with it, not everybody has to understand you on the level that you're on. Not everybody has to believe in what you believe in. You can't expect everyone to, because everyone else has different experiences. They went through different things that shape different beliefs that they feel normal with, that they allow in their life, that they see as a fulfillment or something that's comfortable. Not everyone has the same beliefs. So you have to create yourself, depend on yourself, depend on who you are. You can't let everyone tell you who you are. And you can't look for everyone to validate who you are being. You can't look for everyone to validate you. Not everyone's going to validate you, because not everyone believes in you and who you are. Not everyone believes that that's truly who you are, because maybe they saw a different version of you, or maybe they're used to you being this way or that way. And once they tell you, oh, I don't like who you're being, this is not you, I think something's wrong, are you okay? Allow them to say that. Allow them to say what they say, because that's their belief. It's nothing personal. It's quite literally just a reflection of themselves. They're not open to change. They don't know that people can change. They don't change themselves. So they want you to stay this way because that's what makes them comfortable. But you can't do that. You can't settle. You can't stay in someone else's comfort of their life, because you're going to be behind on your own life trying to live someone else's. Whew, my throat is dry. So I say all this to say, connect with yourself, connect with your true self, connect with your raw self. You are the root of your own joy, of your own fulfillment, of your own financial freedom, of your own rules, of your own freedom to be yourself, to wear whatever you want, to do the hairstyles you want, to be who you want to be, to change your energy, to change your standards, to change your rules, to change something that you want to have in your life, to give yourself permission to have in your life, even if someone else doesn't grant you that permission. You don't need permission from anyone else, because no one else creates your beliefs and your rules in your life. No one else does that for you but you. So it's up to you to give yourself that permission, even if there are 1,000 people telling you not to. They're all focused on your life, focused on the decision you're about to make, and they depend their life and their energy and their reaction and their response and their behavior off of your decision. That's concerning. It's concerning. And that just goes to show that they don't have their own life to invest in. They don't know themselves. They don't have something that comforts them, that grounds them, and that allows them to let other people be themselves without them being affected. Those people are always affected by everyone and by everything. And they respond and react to everything. You have to allow yourself to be this version or who you just want to be, because not everyone is going to agree with that. And I'd much rather be who I want to be than wait for someone else to validate me or wait for someone else to give me that permission, because I don't need permission. I don't. Even if someone else doesn't like who I'm being, even if someone else doesn't feel comfortable with who I'm being, even if someone else is triggered. And someone else might be triggered because they don't have that in their life and they're looking for it. And when someone else has it, they want to take it. They're angry that they don't have it. And so they want to take it from you. They want to dim it from you. They want to dim your light because they see, wow, why is she shining brighter than me? I have to take that because it makes me feel uncomfortable, because it makes me feel unworthy, or whatever it is that they believe in. So you have to depend yourself on yourself. You have to devote yourself to yourself, not devote yourself to people's reactions, not devote yourself to people who are wounded and people who are constantly triggered or people who don't know themselves. You have to devote your life to yourself. And that is the root of every great experience that you want to experience. Every great feeling and this healing in your body and this constant present groundedness that you have in your body that allows you to feel safe, that allows you to be free in yourself, that express yourself, that invests in your life in every single aspect of it. Because no one else is going to live the life that you want. No one else is going to live your dream for you. You created your dream for yourself, not for someone else's life. So it's not going to align with everyone. It's not going to align with everyone. It's not. And you have to be okay with that. But the more you say no to the things that don't align with that, you're able to say yes to the things that do. Because the things that do, they're able to come in without distractions in your way. Without distractions telling you, no, you have to make this decision. Or you're still negotiating in an area of your life because it doesn't align with someone else, or it doesn't, or your friend doesn't agree with it. So cut out the friend. Let the friend go. Distance yourself from them. And allow in what exactly it is that you want. And when you get clear on that, you get clear in your entire life. When you get clear on who you are and what you want, you get clear in your entire life. You get clear on how to heal yourself, how to teach yourself, how to start implementing things in your life that serves you full time on a daily basis, so you don't have energy leaks. So there's not something in your life that's taking from you. So there's not something in your life draining you. So there's not something in your life telling you no, and you don't have permission to do this, or this is not available for you. You have to stay capped. So you don't have those things in your life doing that to you, because that could be the very thing that is making you feel as if you don't have permission or you're not available. It could be in your environment. It could be the people you're around all the time that you're surrounding yourself with. You have to get yourself outside of that, because sometimes getting yourself outside of that, that's exactly where you get that permission, where you feel safe enough to give yourself that permission, where you feel safe enough to say, wait, this is available for me, and from here on out, it is. No matter what anything or anyone else says, no matter what the environment says, no matter what the circumstances show, no matter what the 3D show, no matter what someone else believes in, no matter what anyone else says, no matter what someone else just doesn't give themselves permission to. Because someone else's permission is not your permission. If someone thinks, oh, I deserve access to your life and you should have a relationship with me, that's not your decision. It's not. If you don't give them permission to enter your life and be in your life, they don't have permission to. And people will be pissed at that. You have to be ready for people to be fucking pissed at you and angry at you and triggered by you for no reason, because they want that access to you. And because you're not giving it to them, they see you as a villain in their own story, or an enemy in their story. An enemy and a villain in their story. And someone else could see you as a hero, or as a good person, or whatever it is, whatever these labels are. That's why you cannot allow everyone else to put a label on you. You have to know yourself. And that's enough. Knowing yourself is enough, because it gets you everywhere you want to go in life. It gives you your own rules. You're allowed to set your own rules. So, no, it's never too late to do something. No, you don't have to wait and get someone else's permission. No, you don't have to get this permission to wear this outfit or do this makeup. No, you don't have to get the permission to start going to the gym. No, you don't have to get validation that you're going to the gym. No one even has to know. No one even has to know that you've changed your entire diet to align with your dream body. Now you're working out. Now you're implementing cardio. Now you're eating better foods that's not processed foods. There will be people who are confused by that, and there will be people who are triggered by it, and they're saying, this is not who you are. Now you think you're better than me, or you think that you're allowed to do this. There will be people who don't agree with that because it's not their beliefs. And there are people who are offended that no one believes in themselves. That's ego. That's ego. They have a fragile ego, and they expect everything to revolve around them in their life, and their emotions, and their beliefs, and their trauma, and their experiences. They want everyone to revolve around them, and because they see themselves as a victim. So a lot of times people are just living from a fragile ego, a big fragile ego. And the things that you do triggers that ego, so they lash out. It's not about you. It's about something that they don't have. It's about something that they constantly feel and they want to get rid of. Something that is making them so angry, that makes them hold in this anger, that internalizes this anger, and it reflects in everything that they do, their behavior, their actions, their beliefs, their words, how they treat you, how they treat other people, how they see the world, if they're always triggered by something, if they're always angry at something, even something so small, because they have this anger bottled up, and every time that something happens, it triggers it, and it's like a bomb exploding, a bomb waiting to explode. And when it explodes, it destroys themselves. The bomb explodes and it destroys itself. So they're literally doing that to themselves every single time. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's inner work that they have to do. It's healing that they have to do. And that's not something that's your responsibility, because you have your own life to focus on. You have your own self to focus on. You have things that you need to heal to get you to the next level of your life. You have your own life to focus on and to thrive in. So why would you worry about how someone else is feeling about your decisions in your life? If it gives you peace and it makes you feel so confident and feel so good in your body, you feel relaxed, you feel at peace now. You know that something won't disturb your peace anymore. You know that something won't distract you anymore. You know that you don't have to go through a hurtful, traumatic experience again because you made the decision, but someone doesn't agree with it. Okay? Your feelings, how you feel in your body is not how someone else is feeling. You could be feeling so content, so relaxed, so fulfilled, so free, so abundant, so nourished about a decision, and someone else is confused, someone else is angry, someone else is triggered, someone else feels unworthy, someone feels like they just got something taken from them. You have to implement habits and structures that serves you, that adds to your life, not take away from your life, not drain your energy again and again and again. You know what's draining your energy, and you know why. Getting yourself out of it is the first step, because no one else is going to get you out of it. Someone could tell you, but it's up to you if you truly believe, I am worthy of actually making this decision. Am I worthy to actually make this decision and change my life and make my life 10 times better than it was? Yes. And you give yourself permission right there. You granting that permission grants you permission in every other aspect of your life. Because now you are signaling to your body and you're like, wait, I'm in control. I make the rules. I have power within my decisions. I have power within my belief. I have power in who I decide to be. And the outcome and the response, it serves me, whether anyone likes it or not. You shouldn't care if anyone likes it or not, because their whole life could be over and you're still living yours. You can't wait on someone else. You cannot wait on someone else to give you permission. You cannot wait on someone else to do something. Waiting is a waste of time. You may think, oh, it saves time. It gets me right in a line. It helps me not to get distracted or make mistakes or fail or this and that. Sometimes you need to make mistakes and fail in order for you to get closer to that goal, to the outcome that you want. You have to actually take action and not sit and wait in a comfortable box, because taking no action is exactly what makes it take longer. You have to mess up sometimes. You have to make some mistakes. You have to make decisions and then, oh wait, I've learned from that. I know I can make this decision that's 100% better. You know better. You learn more when you take action, when you actually travel the distance, when you actually take the journey, when you actually go through the woods and the jungle and you get through things. Sometimes things may be hard, sometimes things may be easy. There will be times where you have to sit and learn so that you're able to get to know yourself and you're able to get to know why you're doing it. No one else is traveling that journey with you. No one else is traveling that distance with you on the same path. They're not. So if you're trying to align your distance and your path with someone else's direction and where they're telling you to go, because that's what makes them feel safe. Oh, they're afraid of going this way because it seems chaotic and it seems scary. Okay, but what does that have to do with you? You have to start to listen to your own voice, your own inner voice that tells you things. If it tells you to go this way, go that way. If it tells you to do that, do that. No one has your inner voice. No one has your voice. No one has your energy. No one has your spirit. No one is on the same path in the journey that you are. We all have different experiences and our experiences are unique. So why would someone else be able to tell you advice on a life decision that is for you to make, that they're not even on that path, that they didn't even have the same experiences that you had to get to there? They can give you advice because they went through something similar, but they cannot tell you the full direction. You have to be able to make the decision and go the direction that you know serves you, even if it's confusing, even if it's uncomfortable. You have to listen to that voice to tell you that. You have to really be set clear on what you want so you're able to go without any distractions. You may trip and fall here and there, but that doesn't mean you're going the wrong way. It doesn't mean you're making a mistake. It doesn't mean, and even if you do make a mistake, those mistakes are to be learned from. It doesn't mean that you're going the wrong way. It doesn't mean that, oh, now you have to go back because that person was right or that person said this. Maybe they were right. No. Not all paths are fully clear. Maybe a couple of twigs that will trip you, or you may stumble in some water. It may be things that teaches you, okay, I can learn how to jump over this river. I know how to jump over this landmark. This land where it's twigs and bushes and a big tree. Now I know how to get over the tree. You have to learn from these experiences and you can't think that you're going the wrong way, because once you tell yourself you're going the wrong way, you're doing something wrong. When you're going the right way and you're doing exactly what it is that you're supposed to do, you will confuse yourself because you're aligning those beliefs with what other people told you. Other people may feel uncomfortable and scared with where you're going because they're not going there. They're not familiar with it. They don't know it as much as you do. So, I say all this to say, get to know yourself fully. If whatever someone says about you, you don't like and it doesn't feel good, let it go. Don't internalize it. Don't allow it to sit in your body. Don't allow it to absorb in your body. Observe it, and if you don't want it, if you don't like it, if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't align, if it doesn't serve you, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So, I thank you all for watching. I felt so amazing filming this video, and I just hope you guys are actually living your life for yourself, actually doing the things that make you feel good, even if other people don't understand. You know, there could be a painting that is so just understanding to you that you feel so aligned with, and someone else may think that it's weird or it's freakish or it's crazy or it's not worthy. There will be people giving their opinion based off of how they feel, based off who they are, based off of what they give themselves permission to do or to experience. I'm going to show you guys my painting right now. I was painting this and I was like, what if no one else understands this? What if no one else knows what this is? It wouldn't matter because I felt good creating it. I felt good painting it. I felt, yes, this was right to put this here. It felt right to just do this. It felt so amazing to have the creative freedom to create this and not think about outside perspective, not think about someone else's perception, not think about if someone else is going to like this, because I'm not making this. I wasn't creating this and painting this for someone else to like it. I was creating it for my freedom, for my creative freedom, and to tell my body it is safe to express ourselves freely. When we give ourselves permission, I gave myself permission to create this, and I'm very content with this. I'm very satisfied with this. Because not only, this is not just a physical thing, it's an energetic thing. Now this sticks with me forever. Wait, I created this piece out of freedom. And so that experience stays in my body. It flows in my body. It's a belief, and it's in my subconscious. Now every time I paint, oh yes, I do have the creative freedom to create and paint whatever it is that I want, because I give myself permission to. I'm not waiting for someone else to give me permission. I'm not waiting for someone else to give me this unique idea, because I'm pretty sure no one else had this idea. I did. This came from me and my desire. So you cannot wait for someone else to give you something that you want if you're not even doing it yourself. I used to just go on Pinterest and say, I need a unique painting idea. It's not going to be unique if it's already there. So I had to create it myself. Give yourself permission to do it. There could be someone else waiting for you to do it. There could be an experience waiting for you to do it. And when you do it, it's just an explosion in your life. Now, I have the inspiration to just create all of my pieces in a way that's just so unique. And I know no one else will understand. That no one else will look at it and say, I resonate. They're just like, wow, right? I'm not doing it to please people. I'm not. I'm doing it to serve me and to express myself and have freedom on this earth journey. And you're allowed to as well. You have to give yourself permission to. You cannot wait for someone else to. You cannot keep going by rules that makes you someone else's puppet or makes you someone else's soldier, right? You have to Be your own commander, your own commander, your own ruler, your own queen, your own king, in your own kingdom. So, thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing year, amazing life for the rest of your life, because you deserve to. Love you.